Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the KIMO cordless drill. This is a step above entry level. It's got a lot of nice features on it. This is good for somebody that wants to get into DIY projects, things around the house that need to be done. It's got a lot of nice features on here. Let me go through some of these features and we're going to test them out. So guys, what you get here is a nice looking bag. It's a very durable bag. It's made out of kind of like a nylon-y material. You get the drill, obviously. You get your battery. You'll get a battery charger. You're going to get a set of all types of little bits. So you're going to get your torque wrench, your flathead, Phillips, and like little Allen type bits on here. And you're also going to get the adapter for them. All right? And it's also magnetic on the bottom. You're going to get 6 regular drill bits and you're going to get 3 brad drills right here. Also, this is very cool here. This would go on the end of the drill, and on this end here you're going to put one of these bits in here that you need. And if you're in a tight situation where you can't get to whatever screw or whatever it is you're getting to, this won't fit, this can twist around, basically around anything here, and you'll be able to get your screw out. Also guys, you get a clip here that gets mounted, I get mine right here like this on either side. Okay, there's a belt clip. Okay, so that's a nice little option. So it's your choice to put it either here or here, and the screw is already mounted on the drill. And of course you get your little manual that comes with it. So I would suggest reading that. Alright guys, as far as the battery, it is a 20 volt 2 amp hour battery. As the making of this video, they don't have any batteries currently available right now. I talked to the people at KIMO. They said they're working on it. They do have right now on Amazon available a 20 volt 4 amp hour battery, so it's twice as thick as this. So that's good to know. The drill itself has a hammering action, a setting for drilling screws, and then a setting here just for drilling holes. Okay, and you have here a clutch from 1 all the way to 21. All right, and on the top, of course, you have your low and high gear. So the low gear on here is 0 to 350 RPM, and the high gear is 0 to 1350. Here you're going to have some LEDs here. There is your green, yellow, and red. When you turn it on, they're all going to come on. It just tells you when they're all lit, and the green light's lit, of course, that the battery's charged. As the battery's draining, the green light will go away, of course, and then it'll be yellow, and then when the battery's just about dead, the red light will come on. There's a nice little feature here, a little magnet on this side here and on this side here. And what it is just to hold your bits on there when you're working. So that's very cool. The outside, it's all the black that you see around here, it's rubberized basically. It's like a plasticky, rubberized plastic, I guess is the way I can explain it. The green part here is plastic, and the black part is rubberized. That's kind of nice feel. The chuck, the part that turns here, the part you grip, it's plastic, okay? And a lot of my other drills are plastic also. But the chuck itself is not plastic. Where's my little magnet? Here. See, that is not plastic. And of course, the inside is all metal. Also guys, this is a brushed motor. It's not brushless. And I got plenty of brush motors, drills, and they've been working fine, and they're like 15 years old. And the battery charger here, it's pretty simple. You got a red light and a green light. Obviously, when the battery needs charging, you plug it in. The red light's going to show, and once it's fully charged, the green light will show. So I got two 2x6 boards here mounted on the vise. So we got 3-inch depth right here. I have 3-inch deck screws. These are 3-inch 9-gauge deck screws. They are a Torx head. They're T-25. I had the T-25 bit that they give you in the set. So that's what we're going to be using. And we're going to see how many of these deck screws that I can put in here until the battery dies. I'm going to be using the low gear setting on here. So the range is going to be 350 RPM. Also, I'm going to be using, of course, the setting on here for the screw right there. As far as the clutch, after my first couple, I'm going to see the setting. I'm going to see how consistent the clutch is to make sure these heads are flush into the board. All right, so here we go. Let me try 13. It went pretty good. Maybe not. Try 15. It all depends on the wood too. Alright guys, I'm just going to stop for a second here. I'm impressed. I mean, I'm really impressed. My arm's getting tired from pushing. I don't know how many I have here. I'll count them later. But the green light, if you can see that, it's still lit up. The battery's still good. It's probably more than 2/3 charge on here. It's incredible. Now, there's a lot of torque going to put the 3-inch deck screws, and this is 3 inches thick here. So there's a lot of torque. I can hear this thing, you know, but the battery's incredible. Honestly, I think I have they're old. I have an old Porter cable and an old Makita. They're 12, 13 years old, but I bought brand new batteries for them. I don't think they'll last this long, honestly. So the battery technology has come a long way. I just noticed something. I had this set at 19 and now I have it set at 21. At 21 it'll bury these things. I drilled all these holes, a lot of torque this thing's under, and I put it on 21 and the clutch, it seems like it's locked at 21, and it just buried that screw head, the head of this, right into the wood. So that's pretty darn good. Yeah, the battery is about halfway. See, the green light is out. You got the yellow and the red. It's about halfway. I am impressed. Like I said earlier, this is incredible. The life on this battery. You see that? I'm getting a boo-boo. Now it's showing red. So it's saying the battery is a little low. I just had a second ago, it looked like it cut out. This has a, what do you call it, a switch in there, heat switch or whatever you want to call it, that will turn this thing off so it won't damage it in case the motor overheats, so you won't burn your motor up. That's a good safety feature. But I mean, the outside, it's just warm. It's not hot at all. So that's pretty good. See, it just cut out. So it is getting hot on the inside. Yeah. All right, I'm going to let this cool down a little bit so we can continue on. I'm not going to charge the battery. It's low. It's showing red. So let me let this cool down a little bit for a few minutes, and we're going to continue on. Okay, I just marked each one as I'm counting so I don't double count or miss any. There's 184 screws in here right now. So I'm going to make a little room here and go on this side. There we go. And I'll just continue on this little bit here. I'm hoping it'll run out somewhere over here. But I am really impressed with this. This is pretty amazing. Like I said, I have some older Porter cables and a Makita with new batteries. In fact, I just ordered some new batteries for them, and they will not last as long as these. Now, those other ones are not lithium ion. They're what are they? Nickel something. So I'm pretty impressed with the new technology on the batteries. Yeah, I know I'm a little old school, so. All right, let's continue on. All right, now it's starting to cut out. Now, there's a lot of torque for this. Like I said, this is just above entry level. Or it could be telling me the battery's had enough. Got plenty of torque still. Yeah, for some reason it's cutting out now. Let me let this cool down really good, because it was only like a few minutes I let it cool down. Let me let this cool down for a good 15-20 minutes, and we'll see how it goes in. Alright guys, it's been about 20 minutes. Let it cool down. It's a nice safety feature to have. You gotta remember, it's not likely that you're gonna be putting something like this lightweight drill to this extreme. These, remember, 3-inch screws going in this all the way full depth until the clutch, you know, it's set at 21 there is the highest setting, and that's a lot of torque for a drill this size. So I put in so far 184, 5, 6, 7, and it stopped at this one here because it overheated, of course. So we're going to continue on and see how it works. Let me finish up this one here. Huh, it's still doing it. Well guys, I'm not sure what to say. Let me try recharging the batteries. I put in already, let's see, it was 184, 85, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 90. 190 screws, and now I'm having trouble with this thing. Now the battery was red, so it might need a recharge. So let me charge this up. I'm still impressed how many screws this put in. 190 basically, or 184 before I started getting problems with the overheating. So let me charge the battery up again, and we'll continue on with a different, well, I'll continue on with this and see if they've solved the problem, and then we'll go to the another test. Alright guys, so it took an hour and 15 minutes to charge this battery. It still had power, honestly, but it was showing red on here. Okay, now we're good. All 3 lights are lit up. The green light is lit up. That tells you it's good. So I went through 184 of these 3-inch screws all the way through this wood, 3 inches of wood here. About 184 before I started having problems with the thermal switch inside. The thermal switch is there to protect it from overheating, obviously. So, I mean, in real life, you're not going to pound one screw after another for, 180 something screws. And remember, this is light duty. This is not heavy duty. I was impressed. So what I'm going to do is just put in a couple more just to make sure that this is good and it's not a faulty thermal switch or anything like that. So we'll put one more in here. Okay. The thermal switch was just getting too hot. That's all it was. Let me try one more. Okay, that's all it was. The thermal switch got too hot and said, enough is enough. I'm impressed. This battery, it was showing red here before the thermal switch heated up too much. It was showing red here, and it still had plenty of torque to put those screws in. It's amazing. Alright guys, I'm pretty sure this board is not coming apart. Alright, so what I want to do now is I want to blast just to see how it handles. This is a 3/8 chuck. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. 3/8 chuck, and I put a 3/8 drill in here. I want to see how it blasts it. Now I'm going to use the high speed on here. and see how it does. I should put it in the drill selection here, right here. That's on drill. Try it again. This is a 2x6. This drill is, now I sharpen this myself, so this is a very sharp drill. There we go. That's pretty darn good. All right, now I have a 7/8 spade drill. I want to see how that works. That's pretty good. Yeah, really good. All right, so I have a 3/16 masonry drill here. For those of you that don't know, masonry drills they have a carbide tip on them. So, okay, so now we're going to have to use the hammer action on there here. So, that's all the way, where are we here? Right there. Okay? And I'm going to put these masonry screws in there after I drill the hole. Now, these are not super heavy duty stuff here, 3/16. It's pretty small, and this is a pretty small screw, masonry screw. But, you know, for the average DIYer, this is basically what you'd be using. I better put it on high speed. Not too bad. Let me try one more. Now we're going to put these screws in. Take it off the hammer action, of course, and put it in screw. And I'm not sure about the clutch setting, but we'll see. And put this on low speed again. Perfect. Alright guys, now we're going to try this doohickey right here. This is made to go in tight places, places you just can't get in there with the drill. I have here a Phillips head bit. We're going to put that inside there like that. And I have I think these are 1 1/4 inch length screws here. And I'm just going to put them into the wood here and see how it works. Now I'm going to keep this bent. And it worked. That was a lot of torque actually. Let me try another one. I guess the clutch, I gotta adjust the clutch a little bit. Okay, even that was a little bit much for this. This started to torque and twist, but it did get it in. So I don't think this is really made for something like this. This would be good for repairing, you know, maybe something with underneath your refrigerator, or you know, something light, some light metal sheet metal screws, things like that. I think it'd be perfect for that. It's hard to get in those tight spots, so pretty nice. It's good to have. All right, so in conclusion, what do I think about this cordless drill? I think it's pretty darn good for the money. It really is. It's got a lot of nice features, your hammer action, screw, and drilling. The clutch feels really good on this thing. The battery life is phenomenal. You see me, how much torque it took to put those screws in there, and the battery just kept on going. Now the thermal switch in there it overheated, of course, and protected the motor from overheating, so it did what it's supposed to do. Even though the battery was showing red here, it still had power to drive those screws in. Again, it's just the thermal switch was cutting it out. So again, it did what it was supposed to do. High and low gear works great. It feels good in your hand. I like this drill, I really do. I was impressed mostly with the battery life. You know, it's pretty good. Like I said, my other two drills that I have, they're older drills, but even with newer batteries on them, I don't think they would have lasted all them holes, all them screws that I put in there. So really good. The lithium ions are pretty good. Very, very good. So I'm going to put a link in the description under the video to not only this drill, but they have another one that's about twice as powerful as this. 1/2-inch chuck, 800 inch-pounds of torque. So it's much heavier duty than this. They have also leaf blowers. They have impact drivers, all kinds of stuff on there. Check it out and see what you think. All right, guys. So again, I think this is pretty good for the money. Check them out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.